Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have live tournament action coming at you right now. We are kicking off ALT-Starcraft's Open Arena Tournament. We have got ToxLonely taking on PswChita tonight in the very first round. This is going to be a phenomenal matchup here. It is going to be Zerg versus Protoss. Now, I do need to mention, though, that ToxLonely going to be our diamond level player here. Tox, very, very strong player. I've seen him take down master level players before, but I have not, however, seen him take down a grandmaster, and PswChita is indeed that on the Korean server, a phenomenal Protoss player. And they're going to be beginning this battle, so best of one match here, guys. Best of one. They're going to be beginning that here, right here on Shattered Temple, MLG's version thereof. Tox going to be spawning as our pink Zerg up here at the 2 o'clock position. Down here at the 8 o'clock position, it is PswChita spawning as blue Protoss. He is going to be sending out a fairly early scout. Notice that Lonely is going to know his opponent's location here in just a little bit with his Overlord scouting. We'll not see Cheetah there. Notice that Cheetah is going to be going for a Forge Fast Expand here. Now, we have seen Cheetah do some really interesting stuff. I would not be surprised to see him go Nexus first in this position. Nexus first, that's right, you heard me. So 15 Nexus could be on the way, we'll see. I have seen him do it before against Zerg. Even on this map, it's crazy train, but he makes it work. It's just phenomenal what this guy's able to do with his micro. In the meantime, Tox does notice that his opponent not here at this position. No spawning pool quite yet, so Cheetah doing great scouting here. Does see that he is safe at this moment and does not have to worry about Zerglings coming his way quite yet. So nice stuff there for him. Do see the spawning pool going down just now, so Cheetah does know his timings here. Is going to be on patrol here for just a moment type thing. It's not actually a patrol. It's just queued up commands, queued up move commands, but that's basically the same thing for just a moment. But he is keeping tabs on what's going on here, wants to make sure that spawning pool is completing, etc. And we'll see what he's going to choose to do. Looks like he is chrono boosting out his Nexus. Does have a probe rallied here. Looks like he is indeed going to go for his Nexus first. Look at that. Wow, it wasn't a 15 either. He went straight to 17 supply for his Nexus. And then he is going to come out here and toss down his Forge here and begin that wall off. And in the meantime, Tox is going to be scouting his opponent, wants to see what's going on. He does check this tower on his way over, but he does have also an Overlord headed that direction as well. So could be interesting to see. You do see the Forge going down as well as another pylon here for Cheetah. So he's working on that wall off here fairly quickly. Tox does do a little bit of an extractor trick, trying to get that those numbers up the way that he wants. Going to be working on a Zergling here to send out across the map, maybe for just a little bit of map control. In the meantime, Cheetah is going to be blocking his expand, so nice play there so far. And a gateway going down, almost got this wall off complete. And Photon Cannon finally going down. Nice positioning there. It should be just about in range of everything except maybe right there. I don't know. It looks like it still is even in range there. And Cheetah just going to be ready to wall off here if he needs to with a secondary pylon or, you know, an extra pylon there potentially. Or he may even go ahead and wall it off with Photon Cannon. Who knows? But we'll see here in just a moment. In the meantime, he does have that Nexus completing, and he does have solid composition right now for his economy. Look at that, 20 now, 19 probes. He did lose one over here. But he did toss down a gateway and a pylon to block this expand for Tox. Yikes! Good cancel going down there, so he did salvage a lot of those resources, but being very, very pesky. And now Tox going to be, oh my goodness, is he going to go for it? It looks like he is going to go for the hatchery. It looked like he might have backed out there for a moment. I thought he was going to back out, but he didn't. He did indeed take his expand, however, is behind Cheetah at this point. And Cheetah now rocking and rolling economically, 24 probes to 16 drones. Tox does have room to make up already in this game. Cheetah so very strong with this early aggressive economic style of play. Here comes some Zerglings cruising out across the map. Are they going to be able to make it in? Nope. Looks like that's blocked off now with one single Zealot currently on hold position. We do have the Cyber Core complete. He's looking pretty solid here, putting down another pylon. Got to make sure not to get supply blocked. Looks pretty solid. Notice that we do have Metabolic Speed Boost about to complete here for Tox, and his Queen already ready and waiting for this hatchery to complete. This hatchery was delayed pretty good, I must say. That play from Cheetah is going to be really, really hurtful so far to Tox this game. Tox does, however, have his Roach Warren complete, does have a couple Roaches spawning out on the field right now. he did get a pretty decent idea of what the wall looks like. He may try and go for a roach bust of this wall. We'll see if that's going to be the case. He is cruising out across the field here with a couple roaches, so not a bad deal. Let's just check that units tab, see what he's got. It is 6 roaches right now, 8 lings. It looks like they are indeed cruising out across the field. Don't know if it's quite going to be enough to demolish this wall, but he could potentially do some damage. Now, if he can do damage to the wall and do some economic damage, then he should be in great shape. Wall off complete here. Photon cannon being placed down. This one does get taken out. More photon cannons going down here. But it looks as though these roaches going to be doing a decent amount of damage here. That one not getting canceled there. The Ling's now trying to get in. Good job here from Tox. Going to be doing a decent amount of damage. You can see that Cheetah now going to be falling back to his main. Interesting play here. Does feel like he is going to have to sack this base, and Tox making a really, really strong push here with these roaches and lings, and now going to be killing quite a few probes. Going to put Cheetah back on one base here. Not a bad play, that's for sure. And the nice thing is for Tox is he will deny all of this tech. That cyber core is going to go down. This one warp gate here definitely going to be going down. He did get one warp in off of it before it goes down, so nice control there from Cheetah. But should have had better scouting here. I think Cheetah really making a little bit of an error in not knowing when this attack was coming. He really should have been blinding that tower. Looks like he is going to escape a couple of these probes up here to this position and take a hidden base. So not a bad play there, but that cyber core is a big loss for him at this point. We did have a couple photon cannons up here on the high ground, but the forge is going to go down. Looks like this nexus is going to go down as well, and here comes more lings. It looks as though Tox feeling pretty strong, going to try and take this down off of this push potentially, but I think that Tox needs to be careful. Can't get overzealous. He's got to be careful because this this high ground position here of Cheetah is so very strong. And yeah, he's doing a pretty dang good job, though. Going to be taking out a lot of units. The nice thing is he can spot the high ground. Going to be brutalizing this wall, and here come the lings. Going to have some good force fielding. But look at that. Some of the lings do end up getting in, just not quite enough. Needs to go ahead and take out this pylon here as well. That will open it wide up. And that's exactly what he needs. Cheetah really in dire straits right now. He's got to be super careful. Did get scouted here. These guys were spotted by Tox, and Tox still trying to make this happen, but he may fall back here. It looks like, oh, he is going to fall back potentially. Yeah, he is going to fall back. He did do a little bit of damage there. He did put Cheetah back into the Stone Age in many respects. Let's just check that units tab. Notice that's an even economy. However, Tox is going to be in great shape because he does have double base right now. His opponent just going to be stuck on one. Tox basically has good map control at this point. Looks as though Cheetah is going to try and expand here, though, and has a decent-sized army here for defense of this low ground. He's got just enough force field potential here to be able to take this down. But, I mean, who's impressed right now with ToxLonely? I mean, this guy is brutalizing his GM opponent. My goodness. So good stuff. Yeah, so Goku out there, very, very proud of Tox at this point. This is just phenomenal stuff from him right now. Alright, cool. So taking care of just a little bit of business there while we were in a holding pattern. I do apologize for that, but I am the only admin tonight, apparently, so just one of those things. But it looks like Cheetah back on his feet here, going to be retaking this expand. Tox probably needs to get aggressive economically. Notice that he has droned up very, very hardcore, and probably going to gear up for another expand here in just a bit. He does have an Overlord scouting up here. I wouldn't be surprised if he did take this base, but good stuff so far from Cheetah. I mean, I'm surprised how well he's held on here, especially with that strong, strong push from Tox. But Tox in such great shape at this point. Now let's just take a look at what he is teching to. It is going to be more roaches. Notice that he is also getting burrow. Nice. I do expect to see a burrowed roach push here from Tox in just a moment, so he can get underneath those force fields. Going to nullify those force fields is going to be a phenomenal play from him at this point. We do see a bunch of hallucinated Phoenix going to be cruising out, going to get some scouting intel. However, it is already go time, and here comes the Horde. Got to burrow these guys, get them under. Burrowed them right next to that photon cannon, unfortunately, and that brutal positioning there. A lot of force fields going down. It looks as though Cheetah may end up running out of force fields here. Unpowering those buildings here, and looks as though Cheetah going to be in a little bit of trouble potentially. You can see Tox doing a lot of damage. He does have no upgrades on these other than that burrow here. I would like to see him do some burrows here. Look at that. All these force fields going down. Cheetah doing a lot here to try and stave off ToxLonely's very aggressive attack. These photon cannons up here on the high ground actually coming into play very good here at this point. But Tox doing a great deal of damage with these roaches. He does have a lot of units streaming out across the map right now. Going to try and take this sucker down. Looks like he is going to deny this expand here yet again. Cheetah absolutely in dire straits right now, falling back to his high ground one more time. He's only got one sentry out at this point. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold on, and this could be a humongous upset. ToxLonely potentially taking out PSW's Cheetah. Oh my goodness, look at this. Tox pushing up this ramp at this point, doing a phenomenal job. Going to be taking out that pylon, going to be getting some more units up here to deal with these stalkers now, trying to kite here, but just no force fields available, and Tox pushing into his opponent's base. He is about to have that Carapace level 1 complete, going to make these units that much more robust. A lot more roaches cruising out across the field. Looks like he is going to unpower some of these buildings. Oh, no, this one's going to power it right here. Yeah, he's got plenty of pylons here, but these roaches still doing a lot of damage. This push going extremely well right now for Tox. Look at this. He's using burrow here to heal up these roaches. Going to bring these guys back up into the battle here in just a moment, and Tox doing a phenomenal job. Oh my goodness, this is one of the biggest upsets we've ever seen at ALT-Starcraft. Ladies and gentlemen, ToxLonely, the boss, the savior of the Zerg race. I mean, my goodness, what a strong play this guy is showing here, taking down a GM. I'm just freaking out right now. I cannot believe what we're seeing. Cheetah absolutely on his last leg here. Notice that Tox trying to take down these pylons. Such phenomenal job there. Now his opponent does not have any more warpins available to him. These roaches going to be super effective. Notice that Tox microing these very effectively, burrowing the ones that are wounded, moving them around, working very diligently on taking this army out, but keeping them alive as well. Notice that Cheetah did, however, get an observer out. That really going to be helpful in spotting those burrowed roaches. But Tox just so strong. He's got so many roaches cruising into his opponent's base, and Cheetah there he goes. GG, well played from PSW's Cheetah, and ToxLonely giving the GG back to him. What a phenomenal play. I'm just unbelievably shocked right now, and so very proud. ToxLonely, one of the few members of Team Alt. This guy taking down a very strong win. We'll be moving on to the tournament, so congratulations to him. Ladies and gentlemen, this is phenomenal. We have just seen one of the greatest upsets in the history of StarCraft 2. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt-tab. Always alt-StarCraft. We will see you guys in just a bit.